In this video, I'm going to show you such a simple way to be able to actually act as if to draw what you want to manifest into your reality. If you've watched a few videos about the law of attraction, law of assumption, manifestation, I'm sure you've heard the terminology to act as if, or to use the law of assumption to assume that what you want is already your reality and assume the feelings of when you have it. And this is an extremely powerful way to shift your reality and quantum leap into a different version of your life. But how on earth do you do it? And if perhaps you've tried before and it feels like you're just lying to yourself or pretending, it's really hard to act as if you are in a completely different situation when your current reality is telling you that this is your life. So I've discovered a really simple way for you to overcome this that doesn't feel like you're lying to yourself at all. It doesn't involve you having to lie to yourself at all. And instead, it helps you to do what you really need to do, which is to become the version of you who is in alignment with the life that you want, with the results that you want. And it just involves asking yourself one really simple question. Since it's already mine, what do I do to manage and maintain it? Use this as a journal prompt, write it down, and then write your answer to how you would manage or maintain the thing that you have manifested in order to continue to have it in your life. I'll give a few examples and you will see why this works so well. Let's say, for example, that one of your goals is to transform your health, your relationship with your body, maybe to put an end to constant dieting. So now ask yourself this question relative to that goal. Since I already am the healthiest, fittest version of me now, since I've accomplished my health and fitness related goals already, what would I do? How would I act to manage and maintain it? Well, once you've accomplished your health and fitness related goal, you will be eating in a healthy, balanced way. And it's nothing extreme. You're not cutting out entire food groups. You're not starving or depriving your body. Instead, you've found a way to have balance that allows you to continue to sustain those great results that you got. Notice how if you already had it now, you wouldn't be so drained with constantly hating your body. You wouldn't be punishing your body and torturing yourself with hours at the gym, and instead you'd be moving in ways that make you feel good, that keep you strong, that keep you healthy, that just take your health and strength to the next level. Now, energetically, what's the difference here? You're going from approaching your goal from a lack-based mentality, feeling desperate and feeling like you definitely don't have it and you don't like where you are, and you start behaving like you already have it, but actually it's not just about some magic trick. Like, the key to changing your life, the key to changing the results is to change the way that you're acting and behaving with regards to that goal. So you stop acting as somebody who hasn't got it and you start becoming the version of you who lives that way. This helps you to release resistance. This helps you to stop approaching that goal with desperation or frustration and allows it to become a more sustainable part of your day-to-day way of living. Now let's look at the example of money. Instead of approaching your financial situation from the self-concept, from the identity and from the energy of I never have enough, I can never make enough money, I'm no good with money, let's say you're already making the money that you want to make. Now, a common mistake that has been taught with manifestation is act as if you're already rich. Well, should you go to the store and buy yourself a £3,000, $3,000 handbag when you can't pay your bills? No, that's not what you should be doing, okay? But that's why this journal prompt that I'm giving you is so much better than that. Since I already have it, since I already have the money that I want, since I'm already earning the money that I want, what would I be doing to manage and maintain it? The version of you who's got her finances in order, the version of you who's seeing her savings grow, who's got everything covered and who's feeling calm about money and where more money opportunities are coming in because you feel safe to receive more of it, how would she be managing and maintaining the money she has? Whether that is $1, $100, $1,000, $100,000, $1 million, how would she manage and maintain the money that she has? So when my income was at an all-time low, I would kind of constantly have £0 to £200 in my bank account. And the money that I earned would come in small chunks, like £12 here, £14 there, because I was selling relatively low cost products and making small amounts of profit. So when I was in that place for a long time, I felt like I didn't have the money to be able to act as if I had the money that I wanted. But then I discovered this book called The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker, and he teaches this money pot method. If there's one thing that you go to that book to read it for or listen to it for, and if there's one thing you implement from that book, let it be the money pots method. He emphasizes that regardless of the amount of money you have coming in, even if it is $1, that you can apply this money pots method where basically you cover the costs of your essentials, your necessities, and then anything that you have left over, you split it into multiple pots, which is something that I had never done before. I used to avoid looking at my money. I used to just have assumptions about my money rather than having control over my money and feeling in power of my money. His money pots method is great because you end up putting aside small percentages of your money and allocating them to different things. And some of those things include savings, investments, giving to charity, but they also include things like fun and adventure and savings to spend. And the rule with some of those parts is that you must spend that money on the things that you want. You must spend that money on fun and adventure each month, which allowed me to be able to spend money without any guilt, and also allowed me to know how much money I genuinely had to spend versus money that I set aside for things like my future and my savings and my investments. And when I started doing this, I was doing it with pennies, pounds, small amounts of money. But after several months, regardless of the quantity, I started to see that, oh, my money's more than it was last month. I am on top of my financial situation. After a few months of doing this, I can see how my money grows month on month, even when it was very, very small amounts. It didn't matter the amount, because what did matter was that I was changing how I was managing and maintaining the money that I did have. My subconscious started to see myself as someone who has a handle over her money, and where when money comes in, Lucie's got it under control. Lucie knows what to do. This transformed my self-concept, my identity around money. I started acting as the version of myself who can manage and maintain money. Interestingly, after a few months of doing that, with no real logical explanation, more money started to come in. I started to earn more amounts of money than I had ever earned before. This is talking about someone who constantly had like £200 or less in her account, had no idea really how much she was earning. It was maybe 1,000 or something like that a month. So suddenly earning 5,000, 6,000 a month. Now I know that's not millions, but for me in the space of those few months, it was life-changing. Within a few months after changing my relationship with the money that I had, my YouTube got monetized. So suddenly a whole different income stream started to come in. I was then offered an opportunity to teach other people how to grow their YouTube channel, which was another cash injection of $10,000 just like that. Opportunities that hadn't even been on my radar, on my horizon, started to flow to me. Why? Because for the last few months, I had been acting differently, and not acting as if I was a millionaire and splurging money on handbags that I couldn't afford, but acting as the financially literate version of me who has a hold of and control of and a good relationship with the money she had, regardless of the quantity at the time. So we've looked at how to apply this technique to health and fitness related goals, to money related goals. What about relationships? Some of you might be thinking, I want to manifest a relationship. What kind of answer can I put to this question of, since I've already got the relationship, what would I do to manage or maintain the relationship when this person isn't in my house, isn't in my life? Actually, you can still apply this method to manifesting a relationship as well. Because if I think about what I have done over the years to manage and maintain my relationship with my husband, it's less to do with what I do with him, and it's more to do with me working on myself so that I can be the best partner, the best communicator, the best team member, because we work as a team Everything that I do to work on maintaining and managing the happiest, most loving relationship with my husband is an inside job. So things that I have worked on to manage and maintain my dream relationship are things like working on my patience and communication skills. If there's something that I want to suggest or ask of my husband, choosing my moment rather than just blurting it when I feel like it's the time that I want to communicate these things. Understanding how men operate emotionally and what they need, not just assuming that they're exactly the same as me. Working on feeling more confident, more feminine, more sexy, so that I can feel more confident, feminine, and sexy with my husband. Things like going to pole dancing transformed my relationship with myself and my sexuality and my confidence and my feminine energy. And so think about what are the ways that you could improve who you are, your habits, your skills, your emotional regulation, your emotional intelligence, your understanding, your compassion, your patience, your ability to communicate your needs and how you feel and how you would like things to be in your life, in your relationship. You can work on all of those things. You can start doing those things daily today as if you are managing and maintaining the relationship that you want. And believe me, as you transform into this version of you, you will become in alignment to attract a partner who is also on that frequency. And it's one thing to attract the partner. Yes, that can happen, that will happen. But all of this stuff that we're talking about is how can you become the version of you who is ready not only to receive it, but to sustain the manifestation. A dream partner could walk into your life, but if you haven't developed the emotional and communication skills to be able to be a strong team player in that relationship could end. Similarly, with you could manifest attracting millions of pounds into your life, millions of dollars into your life, but if you haven't got the financial skills to manage and maintain that money, then it will go as quickly as it comes. And similarly, you could achieve a health, fitness, weight loss related goal by doing something incredibly extreme and unsustainable. But if you haven't developed the skills of how to take care of your body in a balanced way, all of the results that you got could be undone as quickly. So here's the journal prompt one more time. Since I already have it now, what can I do to manage it and maintain it? This allows you to act as if and live on the frequency of already having it. This allows you to develop the skills to be able to not only attract, but to sustain what you want and to transform into the version of you who can see herself as someone who, of course, is ready to have it now. Then you can feel safe to receive it. Then you can allow yourself to receive it. Self-sabotage can melt away. Procrastination can melt away. And you can quite simply allow yourself to have the things that you want. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit the subscribe button and ring my bell so that you never miss another video. And if you enjoyed this video, this would be an excellent one for you to watch next.